The history of higher technical education in Poznan can be divided into three periods. The one spanning 20 years between world wars and years of Nazi occupation in Poland, then the formative years between 1945 and 1955, and the third one that began in 1955 when Poznan University of Technology was established. The history of Poznan University of Technology begins when the Higher State School of Mechanical Engineering was founded by the People's Leading Council in March 1919 in Poznan, with the objective to educate technical specialists for the re-established Polish state. In the February of that year, the Polish authorities took over the building in today's Maria Skłodowska-Curie Square, previously occupied by the German Royal Higher School of Mechanical Engineering. 2 years later, the Poznan Association of Engineers and Architects appealed to the authorities with an initiative to convert the non-academic school into the third academic technical institution in Poland. These efforts were continued until the outbreak of World War II, though with little success. In 1929, the school was renamed and became the Higher State School of Mechanical and Electrical Engineering when the Faculty of Electrical Engineering was established. The main objective was to provide students with possibilities to develop both practical, workshop-level skills and knowledge of engineering design, which was necessary to work in industry. Full-time studies lasted 6 or later 7 semesters. Between 1922 and 1939, 716 graduates received diplomas as technicians in mechanical or electrical engineering. The development of the school was interrupted by World War II when a German-only engineering school functioned on the premises. After the liberation of Poznan in February 1945, the school's authorities reactivated the Higher State School of Mechanical and Electrical Engineering, which in the September of that year was renamed the School of Engineering. The new institution educated bachelors in engineering, offering 6 fields of study with 18 specializations. 3 new faculties were set up: the Faculty of Civil Engineering, the Faculty of Architecture, and the Faculty of Agricultural Mechanization. As well as the Centre of Practical Knowledge of Foreign Languages, the Centre of Physical Development and Sports, the libraries of the faculties, and other organisational units. Studies lasted 3 years and were offered as full-time and, since 1954, as part-time courses. In the second year of its operation, there were 54 academic staff at the school. Altogether, 2,121 students graduated from the School of Engineering. The headquarters were still situated on Maria Skłodowska-Curie Square No. 5. The Poznan School of Engineering was transformed into Poznan University of Technology in 1955, received the academic status, and was granted the rights of a higher education institution. Students could choose between full-time or part-time studies, and the new establishment was entitled to confer Master of Science degrees to its graduates. 1960 to 1970 were years of quick development of educational offers and infrastructure of the university. In 1968, the Faculty of Chemistry, now the Faculty of Chemical Technology, was established. The university was entitled to confer doctorates and habilitations in engineering. The number of fields of study rose from 7 to 13, and the number of university employees rose from 189 to 531. Between 1955 and 1974, the number of graduates increased 6-fold, reaching 17,000. In the middle of the 1950s, the Polygrud campus was set up on the eastern bank of the Warta River. The first building to house the Faculty of Civil Engineering was completed in 1953. Between 1965 and 1975, the new buildings of the Faculties of Mechanical and Electrical Engineering opened their doors for academics and students. Due to the period of martial law declared in 1981 and its consequences, the development of the university slowed down. In the 1990s, significant changes in the university's structure took place. Revolutionary changes in the socio-political situation in Poland in 1989 led to the adoption of the new law on higher education that encouraged the speedy development of higher education institutions. The 1990s saw a dynamic rise in the number of available fields of study, along with the number of PUT's employees. In 1990 alone, 12 new fields of study appeared. The following year, more than 1,500 people were employed at Poznan University of Technology. A third of them academic teachers. In 1992, the list of published works by members of the university's academic staff was more than 1,000. 2 new faculties were added to the 5 existing ones: technical physics and architecture. The small campus on Nieszawska Street was set up. The beginning of the new millennium saw the continuation of the university's development. In 2001, thanks to and based on scientific and teaching experience gained in the 1970s, the Faculty of Computing Science and Management was established. In 2005, the university's authorities decided not to change its traditional official name in Polish, Politechnika Poznańska, to Uniwersytet Techniczny, though the new law on higher education passed that year provided such a possibility. In 2011, the new building for the Centre of Mechatronics, Biomechanics and Nanoengineering was completed, and 3 years later, the Faculty of Chemical Technology moved into its own new building too. The number of available fields of study and specializations is constantly increasing, as well as the number of teachers and students, research projects and publications by the university's academic staff. Today, Poznan University of Technology can be found in 4 different areas of Poznan. The university is known for its high quality of education, friendly atmosphere, and many possibilities for students to follow their scientific and non-scientific interests in numerous scientific circles and students' organizations. For 8 consecutive years, we have been in the top 3 of Polish higher education establishments chosen by candidates for admission. 10 faculties of Poznan University of Technology provide their 16,000 students with a choice of more than 30 fields of study. More than 1,300 academics are involved in their education. The educational offer of the university is rich and specifically adapted to meet the requirements of employers, both Polish and foreign. PUT carries out innovative programs of dual studies that offer students combined theoretical knowledge and practical experience in leading companies that operate in the region. Each year, many researchers receive the title of Doctor and Doctor Habilitated. PUT students take part in international contests for young engineers and designers, as well as in sporting events ranging from regional to international. In 2018, the university was involved in 181 science research projects. Funds allocated for research make up a significant part of the university's entire budget. Each year, more than 2,000 articles, monographs, textbooks and other publications are added to the already long list of the university's academic contribution to science. Poznan University of Technology is proud that the Foundation of Polish Science, which awards the best Polish scientists, honoured professors from our university with the Polish Nobel Prize 3 times. PUT's scientists can be found among the authorities of the Polish Academy of Sciences and many international scientific organisations. PUT strives for excellence and to be a good partner of European and the world's higher education institutions in terms of quality of education and level of scientific research. The strategy of internationalization has been implemented consistently for several years. At the moment, Poznan University of Technology is a party of more than 400 active bilateral agreements in the Erasmus Plus program and over 150 contracts with education and research institutions in all parts of the world, which provides possibilities to travel abroad, conduct scientific research and participate in exchange programs for more than 1,000 of its students and hundreds of academics. Not long ago, the Polish-Chinese Research Centre of the New Silk Road opened at PUT with the aim to enable and facilitate transfer of science, education and culture between Poland and China. Poznan University of Technology is consistently developing, building an image of a solid and reliable university. At the same time, it is always ready to take up new challenges and is open for upcoming changes, strengthening its scientific potential, improving its educational offer and making new investments.